I have over 70 plants on my 2025 wish list that I'm going to share with you today. I know, the life of a crazy plant lady. I'm not saying I'm going to get all of these plants on my wish list, probably not even a quarter of them, but they are there. They are on the paper. I have my notebook full of plants to show you guys. I have my laptop so that I can look at the plants while I'm talking to you, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So if this is something that you're into, grab yourself a coffee, get cozy, and let's get right into it. All right, you guys, I just want to start this video off by saying in no way am I planning on getting all of these plants. Hopefully I can get a couple of them if they come up through trade or for a good price or whatever have you. I will do my best to see what I can do. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in hard. We've got a full page of Anthurium. We've got a full page of Hoya. We have Alocasias, Begonias, Philodendron, Scindapsus, and other. So yes, I'm gonna start off with my first Anthurium, which I'm gonna pop the pictures up over here for you guys to see. That's why I moved over to the side. But Anthurium number one is Anthurium veitchii super narrow. That is such a beautiful plant. I love the long leaf shape. I think that is super, super cool. The long and slender, narrow leaf shape with the ribbed leaf, like all the way down. Oh my goodness, the texture on that plant is just unreal. And the bold white midrib down the center of the leaf, it just makes the plant pop. I think that this plant would make some wicked hybrids. I'm probably gonna say that a million times throughout this video, so be prepared. So Anthurium veitchii super narrow is a plant that I have had before. I went over to Vancouver and Lauren from North Shore Tropicals had imported a whole bunch of them, so I picked one up. But unfortunately, it got stem rot. Rip. I was so sad. But I also have heard other people had similar experiences with Anthurium veitchii having root rot, so I'm not too sure how much truth there is to that. But if you have an experience, I would be interested in hearing. So leave that below. And if you have tips to grow it, also leave that below. Maybe they're a little bit more finicky than other Anthuriums. I'm not too sure. But one day we are going to have ourselves a beautiful Anthurium veitchii super narrow. I'm really excited for that. All right, number two is Anthurium clydemioides. Oh my goodness. I actually could get this plant right now if I wanted to, because I know that Nick and Corbin have some, but I want to wait until I have like a darker terrarium put together, because I know that Anthurium clydemioides does not like super bright light. So yes, this one is just beautifully corrugated, super dark, and it's got that beautiful heart shape. Like, it's just unreal. Nothing like I've ever seen before. That is just insane. And it can get so, so dark. I think, if I'm correct, that this is a vining Anthurium. I'm not too sure, but I have had this on my wish list now for like 3 years. So I should get on doing that dark terrarium and pick one up from those guys and see how well I can grow it. I've heard that it's a little bit sensitive to figure out the needs of the plant, but once you get it going, that it just grows like a weed. So hopefully that's true. I'm not too sure. But one day I will have one of these beautiful, beautiful plants. I'm so excited. It's just a planty girl's dream. I love me the dark Anthuriums. The corrugated ones I typically struggle with. I don't know why. I've had a couple and I don't have any anymore. Let's just say that. So that's, I think, another reason why I've held off from purchasing this plant. So we shall see if I'm brave enough to try it this year, but I really do have to get a dark terrarium set up and find some other low light plants that I could put in there. I think that would be a really fun project to do on the channel. So let me know if you have any low light recommendations. Drop them in the comments and let me know. Okay, my next Anthurium on my wish list is Anthurium sp. Lemon. Oh my goodness. I first saw this. I don't know if I heard about it before I saw it on Claire's channel or not, but I do know that Claire from the Jungle Haven had one, and I think she struggled with it a little bit, if I remember correctly. Oh, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was a little bit more difficult. I think she had a hard time sizing it up. or I know that it changes form as it does size up. So maybe it was the more juvenile leaves that she was looking for, which I really like the juvenile leaves as well. Like, wow, it is actually insanely so cool. It has that like silver bluish tone to it, and it's got some texture to it, and just the way that the veins travel down the leaf and kind of like ripple down it all the way to the bottom, it kind of gives the plant the look of having like a border around the leaf, and I think that's so pretty. And this is actually another vining one. So I think the only vining anthurium I have right now is Erasemioides, which I love, but it's not really mature enough to vine yet. But I think it would be so cool to add a couple more vining anthuriums to my collection. This one is so cool. I've literally had this on my wish list for a couple of years as well. One day I want to come across it. I would love to try and grow it and see how it does. I'm not too sure if this is like a higher humidity loving plant or like higher light loving plant. I'm assuming it does like more high light because it's silver, but who knows? I could be wrong with that. Like the Philodendron SP silver doesn't really like to be in super high light and it stays silver. So maybe it doesn't. We don't know that. But anyways, that is one that I would absolutely love to add to my collection one of these days. So if anyone in Canada has any leads, let me know, because this is like up there on the wish list. I would love to get this one. Okay, my next anthurium on my wish list is Anthurium rotolantium. It is also known as rotolantii, I believe. So this one is a more expensive anthurium, so I don't think I'll be adding this to my collection anytime soon. This one is also corrugated, so I don't think I would do very well with it. I need to practice on my corrugated anthuriums. If you guys have any beginner corrugated anthuriums or recommendations for me, please let me know, because honestly, I don't know. I can't grow them. So this is one that I think is so beautiful. It's super dark. It's got the big anthurium, like heart-shaped leaves and the pretty venation, but the corrugation is something else. Like the corrugation and the darkness is why I would love to add this to my collection. And it would make some really pretty hybrids as well. Like I would love to cross that with luxurians. Oh my goodness. But I want to cross everything with luxurians. So yes, one of these days we'll have it, one of these days, but we have a lot of practicing to do before we get to that plant. Because once I purchase that plant, if I ever do, I'm going to want the best chance with it, because it's definitely a really special one. Okay, so another feature that I really like in anthuriums is a red sinus. I think that that is so cool, and the red venation, but I think every anthurium lover pretty much does. So the next plant on my 2025 wish list is an Anthurium King of Spades crossed with a red crystallinum. And I know that these ones aren't super hard to get, but I want a really pretty one. So it would be nice to get one with the red sinus, the red venation, and nice and round is like my dream one. So one of these days I would like to add that to my collection, and I am confident enough that I could grow that one. So that is one that I could be actively looking for. I just think that King of Spades is so beautiful and so unique, and to add a red crystallinum to that, wow, it's just like otherworldly. They're so pretty. I have seen so many King of Spades red crystallinums out there in the wild, and I think that they're just definitely a statement piece in any anthurium collector's collection. I think it would actually be really cool to cross a King of Spades with a Wonder Boy and see how that turned out. Maybe one day, because I have both of those plants, so I could definitely try. I don't know how successful it would be or if they're even compatible, but you know, weirder things have happened. Weirder things have happened. But an Anthurium King of Spades crossed with red crystallinum would be one that would put a huge smile on my face if I ever did come across one of those. But it would have to be like the right one. And it would be nice to have a dark one as well, like a really dark leaf with the contrast of that beautiful venation and the red. Ugh, chef's kiss. So beautiful. And the next Anthurium that's on my wish list is actually an Anthurium Carla Blackier. Oh my goodness. I have some hybrids, but I don't have a pure Carla. And there's just so many different ones. I literally, when I was making this video, I was looking at all the different Carlas and like La La Land. Like they're so beautiful. I think like my favorite, or like top couple anyways, it's really hard to pick favorites, is the round, the Carla Blackier round crossed with the GPH 001. Oh my goodness. I think that that is so pretty. It's like super slender. It's got the really pretty like minimal venation. I don't know if it gets more round as it matures or not, but they just look so slender and they're so pretty. There was a couple more that I really liked as well. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, the next one was the Carla Blackier Dior. I found it on our Plant Story Instagram. And I think that the venation on this one is just so fine and sparkly, and that plant looks so dark. That one would also be a beautiful contender to pick up. I think it's beautiful. It's going to be so hard to pick a Carla when the time actually comes, and a lot of them look so much different as they mature. Like they will get more round as well. So yeah, maybe I'll have to get a couple, but that's obviously not going to happen for a long time. But one day it would be sweet to have some Carlas to choose from to see which ones I like the best. But yeah, no, those Carla Blackies are something else. They would make beautiful hybrids as well, which you know. I was talking to Nick and Corbin, and they said theirs is such a good grower. It flowers often, it grows super fast, and the berries take super quick to form. So I mean, you could make your money back pretty good on that plant as an investment plant if you could grow it properly. So that would definitely be a smart option if you were looking for one. One of these days, I will have myself a beautiful Carla Blackier and I will show you guys. Okay, and the next Anthurium on my wish list is the Ace of Spades crossed with Luxurians, and like a really pretty one with that nice red sinus and the Ace of Spades shape of the leaf, and super, super dark like the ace. So basically a leaf that looks like the Ace of Spades but is super bolate and like thick. Like the Luxurians has the nice thick leaf. So to have that, it would just make the plant feel more hardy. I don't know. But I think that those are so beautiful. I've actually been looking for this for probably the last year at least. I could definitely cross mine one day if my Ace of Spades doesn't on me. Like I have had so much trouble with that plant, but it's finally growing good again. So hopefully round 2 is a success, but it's still a baby. But if I could come across a really nice clone of like one of these beautiful ones I see on Instagram, wow, that would probably be the contender for one of my favorite plants. I love Ace of Spades dark form. I love the shape. I love the darkness. I love the sinus. I love everything about it. I think it's so beautiful. So yeah, that's another one that I would definitely like to add to my collection. And then another Luxurians hybrid that I would like to add to my collection is the Red Vein Dark Phoenix crossed with Luxurians. There's something about that plant as well that just has my heart. It's so pretty. I think that Luxurians hybrids are really pretty if you can change the shape of the Luxurians leaf and add a little bit of color into there, and that's just like the perfect mix. I have a flowering RVDP and a flowering Luxurians, so you bet we're gonna make that cross eventually. I wanna self the RVDP first, and then I wanna do an RVDP cross with Lux, and hopefully they turn out super cool. Those ones are gonna be super hard to let go of early. I'll probably keep them and like look through them and see which characteristics I like the best. But yes, I'm really excited to make that cross this year if you can't tell. So that is another one that I would like to add to my collection, but I'll probably just grow my own, honestly. I don't know if I would purchase one. Unless I could trade for one maybe that was like really pretty, then I would. But if I can make it here, I might as well use my money for like different wish list plants, right? So I think I'll do that. That is the plan for that one. So the next one is also a Luxurians hybrid, and it is Anthurium warocqueanum, or the Queen Anthurium crossed with Luxurians, and basically same thing for the shape, like the long, slender, bolate leaf. Oh my goodness. My queen has not flowered yet. It needs a repot, but when it does flower, I don't know though, like would I want to make my queen a mother? How are queens as mothers? Can you guys leave me some comments and let me know, because that's kind of scary. My queen has been through heck and back when I first got her. It took me a long time to figure her out. I'm still not like 100% good with her, but a lot better than I was. So I don't know if I'd want to use her as a mother plant, but yeah, maybe that's one that I would trade for if I could ever find it locally to me in Canada, because I think that that is such a pretty, pretty cross. And if there's any Canadian hybridizers watching this, please make this for me and let me know. That would be so cool. Oh my goodness. I think that that is just so pretty. Wow. Yeah. I'm like obsessed with the Luxurians hybrids. I think that they're mesmerizing. They can be so pretty, and the emergent colors on them too, they last for so long. They're wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. And then another one that I would also like to get, actually two, I'll pop into the middle for this one, because I'll put one on each side of me, is the Doc Block Zara and the Doc Block Michelle. I would like to have one of each of those and make so many heckin' babies with them. Oh my goodness. I love Doc Block plants. I love the emergence, how they're like purpley and red and pink. They're just like out of this world. It's like, I don't know. So pretty. So, so pretty. So I think if I had one of each of these plants here, I would be a happy, happy gal. I have a Doc Block Zara Michelle crossed, the F2 by F3, but it's really slow going. And I have the Doc Block F2 as well behind me. Probably can't see it in the frame. No, I'll grab it real quick. This is my Doc Block F2. So I have the F2, I have the Zara Michelle. Now I need a Zara and a Michelle. And another one that I saw from Doc Block, I'm gonna scooch over again, was the Tortoise Gray. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that is a hybrid of. I haven't looked it up, but wow. I think that one is also really pretty. I think that having like a whole little shelf of Doc Block plants would be so pretty. Like, do you see those guys on Instagram who literally take displays of their like really pretty emergent colored anthuriums like all in a group, and it just looks so good. I would love to do that one day. But yes, my little Doc Block, a little update. The leaf actually hardened off really nice, which was surprising, and I'm so obsessed. It's so, so pretty. Oh, such a dream. And then we have the Anthurium Ace of Purple. Oh my goodness. That is another one that I have watched on YouTube and Instagram and have just been like, one day I will add you to my collection. The venation, the coloring, the darkness of the leaf. It's a really pretty statement piece and another pretty one that would make some really nice hybrids. Like, give me all of the colorful anthuriums this year and I will be a happy girl. I will leave everyone alone. That would be like my dream life, is to be filled in a room full of just these most beautiful, colorful anthuriums. A girl can dream, right? So another one that I have on my wish list, which I mentioned in I think my last video, is the King of Spades butterfly. Oh my. I mean, like, I get what people see in the Delta Forest, and I do think it's really pretty, but it's not even on my wish list. Like, I would obviously love to have one day, but I think the King of Spades is just so much prettier. The King of Spades butterfly is so much prettier than the Delta Forest. It's just something else, and you don't ever see them, like, for sale. Rarely anyways, especially in Canada. Like, it's really hard to get a nice one. I would love one that had the beautiful like butterfly shaped sinus and the venation, and imagine to get one with like blister variegation on it. Oh my goodness, that would just be so sweet. But the King of Spades butterfly is like one of my top wish list anthuriums. I would absolutely adore to have that in my collection one day. I think it's just so pretty. And then everyone needs a Black Widow crossed with a Michelle. Yes, we do. It's literally the most veiniest, delicious, dark anthurium, and the shape of the leaf is so like different. I don't know. It's got a shape to it that's very unique to that plant. I think it's so pretty. But what gets me the most is the venation, how it just like pops. Like, it's just so perfect. Oh my goodness. I don't know what all of the different variants of that plant look like from the seed batch, or if, yeah, I don't know. But it would be interesting to see them all like in one post, just to like compare the differences, because I think those are two beautiful anthuriums, and to cross them would make them beautiful babies. But just to see like the whole gang would be so precious, and being able to pick one of them. But yeah, that's one that I think is super pretty, and I would adore to own one day for sure. So another one on my wish list is Anthurium marmoratum. I'm not too sure like how rare this one is. I don't think it's super rare, but I just love the shape of the leaf. Like, it's got the long slender leaf, and like the white venation is so pretty, and just the way that it like comes up into the mature leaves, like all the way up the little ears and then all the way down to the edge of the leaf blade. It looks so pretty. It's like a piece of artwork, the way that the venation is on that plant, and I think that would make a really pretty characteristic to pass on to a hybrid. that venation and also the shape of the leaf. I don't know how hard it is. So if you guys know, let me know. And does it get dark? Does it get super dark? Like I see some pictures where it does look dark, and then I see some pictures where it doesn't. So it's hard to tell. But yeah, they're really, really interesting. I think that it would take a while for that leaf to mature and get like the really pretty venation up into the lobes. But once that did happen, I think that it would be a plant that I would always be staring at because it's just so gorgeous. Like Anthuriums are so cool. Okay, so the next one is a mutated crystal pap called the Spear of Destiny, and I always see this one on Anthurium Addicts. I don't know how much of it, I couldn't find it on Instagram on my laptop, but I'll try on my phone to put a picture up for you guys. Hopefully I can. If not, I'm so sorry. But it is literally like a dagger shaped, like a spear shaped Anthurium, and it's so dark and just beautiful. And the emergent is like such a dark, deep red, like almost like a maroon color. Oh, that one would be so good. It almost looks like the queen crossed with luxurians, but not bolete, like dark and velvety. Like that one I think is so pretty, but I think that one would be really expensive because it's one plant that has to be cloned because it was a mutated plant. So you can't just cross any old crystal pap together and call it a Spear of Destiny. It has to be from this specific plant. But yeah, that is one that I would love to add to my collection one day, but I doubt that that will happen this year or next year or however many years. I'm sure that this one would be hard to get a hold of because I think that this one is more like well sought after. Like a lot of people would like to obtain this one. I'm not too sure how many clones there are of them or like what that situation is looking like, but dang, like that is a beautiful Anthurium. So hopefully one day I can add one to my collection. Another one I think is really cool is one I know that Nick and Corbin have. This one is the SP Nova Dewy Fisk. Oh my goodness, like the big Dumbo ears, the really pretty like yellow venation, and just like how minimal the venation is at the top of the leaf. It looks so cool, and it's so dark, and that purple emergent. Hello, that's so pretty. But that is another one that I don't think that would be affordable for me this year. Obviously, it's very, it's more of a rare Anthurium, I would say. Wow, they're so beautiful though. Like just dark, and like the Dumbo ears gives it that like bit of character and personality. It just comes across as really like elegant. I think it's so beautiful. I would love to add that to my collection one of these days. I'm not too sure how easy it would be to get though, like I said. Like you'd probably have to buy it from a collector in the States. But yeah, they're really, really pretty. I think that, I wonder if they get the Dumbo ears in like the juvenile form. That would be interesting to know. I don't think that they would. I wouldn't think that they would, but that'd be really cool to see it develop those big ears that they have. And it's just such like a wide sinus too, which is really, really pretty. Another one that I didn't put on my list, but I'm going to pop a picture in, is the Mr. Worldwide. Oh my goodness. I know Alice just got one, and I literally have had that on my wish list for forever. I don't know why I didn't have it on here. But anyways, yes, that one I would love to have as well. Anything with like the flat sinus, like a flat sinus Bessier app is another one that would be really, really pretty to have, but I would not pay for that plant because me and this Bessier af, we have problems. So I'd have to perfect that plant, or like at least get a better grip on the care of it before I even attempted a flat sinus Bessier af. But yeah, any of those flat sinus Anthuriums would be so cool to breed with and just so much fun to watch grow. Okay, another one on my list is Anthurium diabloense, and I know Charmaine and Alice have that one. It's so pretty, just like the silver plant with like the big sinister ears and the very small lower part of the leaf blade. Like it doesn't come down too far. It like almost reminds me of my Cryptosperma johnstonii, and it really reminds me of my SP silver, which I have right here. So yeah, I don't know. I just think that the one on the ears on the Diabloense are way more pointy, and the SP Silver ears are more rounded for now anyways. But yeah, that one just has like such a structured look to it. It looks so cool. I don't know. I would definitely like to add that one to my collection one day though. I think it's really pretty. So the next one I have on my list, I think, is the plant that I would like to get the most from any plants on my wish list, and that's the Anthurium Red Spider. I've been talking about this plant nonstop on my channel, so if you know, you know. Oh my goodness. or red spider hybrids, anything with red spider genetics in it. But the red spider by itself, it just has that really minimal, sinister venation and the red sinus and the red venation, and it's so dark. Like, can you tell I have a type of Anthurium? That one though, oh, I would die for that plant. It's so, so good. One day I'm going to have myself a red spider. Maybe I should start a savings fund for the end of the year and see if I can save enough to get a red spider. Like save like a % of all my plant sales and see if how much it is, because that is one plant that I would love to get this year. One of these days, but it has to be the perfect one too. That's one that I won't just like buy any red spider. It has to look pretty. I'm gonna pop up a picture, it's probably already up there, but of the red spider of my dreams, the one that I really want. I think that if I could get something that looked even close to that, I would be more than happy. And then we have the Anthurium Dark Handsome crossed with the Red Velvet Cake. Anthurium Dark and Handsome crossed with Red Velvet Cake. Another Dock Block hybrid, I believe. Oh my goodness. What the heck? It is literally so freaking pretty. It's got that super slender, long slender leaf, the really pretty coloring, like the most beautiful emergence. Like it would be a dream to have this plant in my house. I would croak. It's so beautiful. That's the last Anthurium that I have to share with you guys. There is many more Anthuriums on my wish list, but when I say I cut everything down, I literally did. I tried to narrow it down as much as I could, and I still ended up with over 70 plants. So yes, the Anthurium Dark and Handsome crossed with the Red Velvet Cake is one that I would love to get this year. Like, it just seems like it would be unattainable this year because it literally just came out as a new Dock Block hybrid, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think this is the newer Dock Block hybrid, so it's definitely out there, but it hasn't circulated so much that it's easily accessible to me yet. But one of these days, I will have this in my collection and I will baby it. It's so pretty. All right, coming back with some Hoyas. Hoya number 1 is Hoya carnosa Madara, and it comes in a green edge form, which I think Anna with Plants has the green edged one. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I think that one is prettier than the other one. The other one, does it have a name? I don't think so. I think it's just called Hoya carnosa Madara. But yeah, they're both super, super pretty. But if I had to choose one, I would probably get the green edged one. I think that it's just so beautiful. I don't know. Hoya carnosa has so many different varieties. There's just some really, really pretty ones that you can get. And this is one of the more expensive ones, so it's definitely not very attainable for me right now. But I would definitely consider trading for it or selling some plants and getting one day maybe. I'm not too sure, but one day hopefully I can add a Hoya carnosa Madara to my collection because they are just gorgeous. And then we have Hoya Matrata Silver. You guys know that I love my silver plants. This one is just a dream. Wow. It's just so pretty. It's got that really like wavy kind of leaf edge to some of the leaves. And it's got so much silver on it. Like it looks like washed out pair of like white blue jeans, if that makes any sense to you guys. I don't know. It just looks so bougie and so pretty. I would love to have this one. I don't know how expensive they are or like how attainable they are. I'm sure they're probably quite up there with price because they're just so pretty. And I also don't know if they like revert or anything. I don't know. But there's definitely some class in that Hoya. I sure love it a lot. Okay, another one I wanted to add, but I can't find a picture on my laptop. I don't know why, but it's easier to find photos on my phone, which I'm filming with. So I can't look at a picture of it right now. Maybe if I Google it. Let me try that. Hoya Crimson Queen Splash. Yes, there it is. Okay, so Hoya Crimson Queen Splash is almost looks like a Thai constellation, like the colors on the leaves. I don't know why. It's like super speckly and has like the most beautiful splash on the leaves while maintaining that white border around the leaf. I don't know what the emergent leaf would look like. I think it would be super pretty if any of the splash presented on the leaf. I'm not too sure how they harden off, but that one is a really pretty one too that I would love to add to my collection. So maybe one day I can find one. I'm assuming that that one is pretty hard to get. Like I've never seen anyone in any of my friends' collections. I don't really know. It's hard to find pictures of it even. So if anyone has any leads on how to even obtain that plant or how much it costs or how easy it is to grow, please leave it in the comments so that I can take a look, because I just think that that one is so beautiful. Another one that I think is really pretty is Hoya Ganungading Silver. That is another one on my wish list. Its sunstress is purple. I've also heard it called Ghost, I believe. I don't know if that's different subspecies or if it's the same one just with a different name, but holy crap, it's pretty. I just got a Ganungading, like the regular one, so I want to grow that one out a bit first to see how it grows. And I think that the Ganungading Silver is very expensive still, so one day. I really like the Hoyas at Sunstress Purple, like that lilac purple color. I think that's so pretty. So yes, yeah, girl wants a Hoya Ganungading Silver so bad. When those first hit the market, I was like, oh my God. So I don't know. It's going to take me a while to get one because I want to make sure I can even grow the normal one properly first. But that is definitely high up on my Hoya wish list. I would love to obtain that Hoya one of these days. I think it's so pretty. And then we have the Hoya Crassipetiolata variegated. Oh my goodness. That one is like artwork. I love this Hoya so much. I don't know. There's so many pretty fancy Hoyas, you guys. I would love to just win the lottery and get them all. That'd be so sweet, but so overwhelming at the same time. But could you imagine? Oh, they're so pretty. Like, look at that. Like, it's so gorgeous. I love how the leaves have so much white on them. And then at the tips, they just get really pretty. It's like almost like stained glass or something. I don't quite know how to explain that, but I think that that plant is just gorgeous. I bet you it grows super slow though, because of the amount of white on the leaves compared to the amount of green. But I would not even mind. No problems here. That's such a pretty Hoya, and one day I would absolutely love to have that one in my collection to grow and to show you guys. So, $6.49, gods, let me win the lottery so I can buy this beautiful Hoya. So another one that I really like and that is more attainable is the Hoya Rinsei Borneo. You know that I love to sunstress my Hoyas, and that one, I would love to sunstress that Hoya. It's so, so pretty. Like, I don't know. It's just got like this different, almost like a bluey purple color to it that comes out. And some of the leaves look wavy on some of them as well that I'm looking at. Like, what a cool Hoya. It just has so many really cool characteristics of a Hoya that I would love to grow. A Hoya Rinsei Borneo would just be so pretty on my sunstress shelf or in my sunstress tent. I don't know how much light that one could take. If it could take a lot, I'd put it in my tent. But if it didn't, I would just stick it under some Barinas and see how it did. But let me know if that one's hard or easy to grow. I think it's really pretty. It's giving me like Hoya GPS 7240 vibes, like the coloring of it as it sunstresses kind of. I don't know. It's really pretty though. And then we've got another one that sunstresses like a purple color as well, which is Hoya Verticillata Silver. Wow. I love the shape of the leaves, and I think this one will be fun to play around with the leaf shape, putting it in higher light versus lower light to see how the leaf shape changed. I love doing that with Hoyas. So yeah, I would love to pick this one up. I know these ones are coming down in price, so maybe I will get this one this year. Cross our fingers, because I would love to add this one to my collection. I have been keeping my eyes on it since I saw it, and it's definitely coming down in price. So that is one that I think would look really pretty on my Hoya shelf. It would look really nice on anybody's Hoya shelf, honestly. It's so good. I love the silvery Hoyas because you get like the hints of like the dark splash on them, and I think that's so pretty. That contrasted with the purple sunstress leaf of the Hoya Verticillata Silver, I think that would be just so pretty. So hopefully one day I can grow that one and add it to my collection. So then we have a Hoya hybrid, which I love both of the parents. It is called Hoya LP006. So it is a hybrid of Hoya erythrina and Hoya caudata sumatra. They're so pretty, both of those Hoyas. And then they make this beautiful hybrid. It's like, it's got the edges of the erythrina, like the wavy sod edges, and then it's got like the leaf of the caudata, Like, what the heck? It's so pretty. Like, I wonder if this one would sunstress really cool too. It kind of looks like some of the leaves look like erythrina as well, though, not just caudata. It's just a really lovely hybrid that I think was really beautifully done. So that is one that I would love to add to my collection. Just having the combo of them together. Oh my goodness. Like, I love Hoya erythrina. I have mine and Hoya caudata, and they both grow beautifully for me, and they both sunstress really nice. It would just be so nice to have this one. Do you guys have this one? Is it like readily available on the market? I'm not too sure about this one either, how easily accessible it is or how much it costs, but wow, that one is so, so cool. Another one that I think is really cool is Hoya obcordata. I think that the little tiny baby leaves with like the wavy edges, like the misshaped leaves, are so cute. Like, it's giving Hoya Mathilde vibes, like the leaf shape almost, but more like misshaped, and then it's giving like Hoya serpens almost leaf texture. I don't know, maybe not. It looks kind of veiny. It's hard to say, but I think it's really, really pretty. It's something different. I think this one would look really pretty trellised up, and the flowers are white, which I think are really pretty as well. I don't know. This one has just always kind of like caught my eye in the background. I don't think it's super rare either, but I think it would be one that would be really fun to add to the collection just for that like different leaf shape and like the quirkiness and the funkiness of the Hoya. I think it's really pretty. And then another one I think is really pretty is Hoya SP Bankulu. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, but this Hoya is something else. The venation on this Hoya is so pretty. It looks like it would sunstress really good. And it looks like it has like peachy, pinky, yellow flowers. Maybe there's two different colors of the flowers. I'm not too sure. Oh, it also gets the pink splashes for sunstress. Interesting. Interesting. So I bet you this Hoya couldn't take a whole bunch of light. I bet you this one would be good under the Begonias just to sunstress that splash pink. But I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. It's just so interesting. I really like it. Oh, they also have a silver one? No way. Girl, they have a silver one. That is so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I like the silver one too. So I want both of them. I'll take both, please. They're so cool. I haven't heard of this Hoya too much. So if you have one or know anything about them, let me know. I don't know. They're probably expensive, but again, I have no idea. Yeah, this one would be really cool to add to the collection though, and just to grow a different Hoya. I think that having the silver one would be super sweet, but also having the regular one would be really sweet. Having both of them would be the best. I wonder if the Bankulu has more varieties than just the silver. It's so pretty. Sorry for me looking down and looking at my laptop. But yeah, there's some different varieties of that one. So interesting. I have never really heard of this one before. I saw it on my wish list. I don't even remember when I wrote it down. So I must have just saw it on Instagram and written it down, but I'm not too sure. Or like watching another YouTube video maybe. I really like the silver one. The silver one's so pretty, but I love the venation of the normal one. Yeah, it's just a really cool one. I would really like to add that one to my collection one day. And then we have Hoya Clemenciorum Sumatra. I really like that one. It has a little bit of the ruffled edges, which I think is really pretty in a Hoya. I really like the ruffled edges, like the saw edges almost. And this one, the venation is just crazy. I don't know. There's many different varieties of Clemenciorum. I'm not very well versed on them, but I would love to pick up a couple different ones in the future just to add to my collection and see how they're different from each other. Hoya Clemenciorum is such a reptilian Hoya, like the ones that are they just look like they're from the jungle, like straight from the jungle. It's just so cool to see these beautiful, interesting, cool plants growing in people's houses. But yes, I would love to have a couple more varieties of Clemenciorum, and the Sumatra is super cool. And then we have Hoya Callistophila chibi, which is like a little round Callistophila. Like, that is just so interesting. I don't know. I would love to have that one. It's almost like a miniature version of the Callistophila. It's so cute. I don't know. Like, this one straight up looks like a turtle shell. It's interesting. I think this one is fairly new to the market as well. I haven't really heard too much about it other than this year. So hopefully it becomes more accessible one day, because I would like to add that one to my collection. I think it's super cute and like chubby. I wonder if it's a really thick leaf though and like hard, like the Deekii. That would be annoying for sure. I'm not too sure though. If you guys have that one, let me know in the comments. Let me know how it grows for you, or if it has any like special requirements that maybe are different from other Hoyas. I don't know. I think that one's super cute. And then we have Hoya caudata argine, which is like a silver caudata, like a straight silver caudata. Oh my goodness. I love it, love it, love it so much. This is one that I would love to add to my collection. Again, I don't know much about it. It's probably pretty expensive though. You don't really see them for sale. So we need to add more silvery Hoyas to the collection because I love the silver Hoyas and I freaking love caudata. Like I love my regular caudata Sumatra. I think it's beautiful. So to have a couple more different varieties of the caudata would be so cool. It's a really easy grower in my opinion. It likes a lot of light. I'm not too sure how the argine would like a lot of light, but I'm assuming it would like a lot of light. It is silver. You would think anyways. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that is one that I would definitely like to add to my collection, but that is another one that is quite expensive, I'm assuming, so probably not anytime soon. Okay, another one that I see that is really cute is Hoya SP Bendung or Bendung. I'm not too sure how to say that. It's a hard word for me to say, but it is so freaking cute. It's almost like the Hoya carrii with a C. Like it's got the small teardrop leaf shape and it's like not, it doesn't look fuzzy, but it's got like that interesting venation. I don't know. It's so cute. I would love to add some more small leafed Hoyas to my collection and this would definitely be one. It's such a super cute little small leafed Hoya that you don't really hear about. I never have heard about it too much anyways. So if you guys have any information about that one, drop it below as well. A lot of these plants are new to me. I don't really know much about them, so any information is very much appreciated. And I'm sure some other viewers would like to hear more about them as well. But yes, let's try and get that one. All right, you guys, next up we have Hoya Lei Prism and Hoya Lei Splash. Oh my goodness. These are so freaking pretty. I love the pink new leaves on the Hoya Lei Prism. And I bet you it sunstresses pink. I bet you it does. I'm not too sure, but it looks like it might. So that would be fun to try. And the Hoya Lei Splash is also so pretty as well. Like, I don't know. It would be fun to get one of them to try and grow. I've never grown a Hoya Lei. Actually, I have a Hoya Lei No ID from Simran. So that one is growing pretty easily for me so far, but I haven't had it for very long. And that one's fuzzy. It looks a bit different than these ones. That one looks like it's from a different species completely, but it's called Hoya Lei No ID. So yeah, I'm not too sure how they're related, but they are all so beautiful. So maybe this year I'll add one of those to my collection. I would love to try and grow one of them. Let me know in the comments if you have any experiences. So this one is super pretty. This one is Hoya Lacunosa Violet, and it's purple and like marbled. I had a chance to get one of these. I should have went for it. But you know what? I'm just going to wait because I don't really want to purchase a whole bunch of new plants right now. But Hoya Lacunosa Violet is such a beautiful, beautiful Lacunosa. Oh, I just love the purple flowers. I think or the purple leaves. I think they're so pretty. There's so many different Lacunosa varieties on the market right now. I'm curious to see how many of them I can collect in 2025. Because I do want to add more Lacunosas to my collection. I think that's the only Lacunosa that I have on my wish list right now, is trying to compact my wish list. But yeah, that one is just so pretty, and it's a newer variety to me. Like, I don't know how new it is to the market or whatever, but yeah, it's definitely a newer variety to me. I saw it and I was just like, oh my goodness, it's purple. It's so cute. I wonder if it grows fast or slow. I'm not too sure. I just love it though. I think it's super, super cute, and I would love to add that one to my collection as well. And the next one is Hoya Caudata Variegated. Oh my goodness, it's pink and it has splash, and it's got that beautiful dark green of the Hoya Caudata. Oh my goodness, I would love to grow this one so much. I think it would be so pretty to sunstress this. Wow, I need to add this to my collection one day. I'm sure it's probably pretty expensive though, but it's really funky. It's got like the wavy leaf with like the sawed edges. I just think that they're so cool. Like I said, I really love the Caudata varieties, so to add this one would be really special because it's the variegated version. I'm not too sure how new this is to the market either. Like, I haven't really heard much about it before. Like, I've just heard about it recently, so it's probably quite up there in price and not very accessible, but hopefully one day it will make its rounds because I would love to add that one to my collection. And then we have the last Hoya on my wish list for 2025 for Hoyas. It's Hoya Sulawesiana. The blooms are so fuzzy and so pretty, and the leaf shape, it's got the long slender leaf as well, and they look super dark. Like, I wonder if this one would turn almost black in highlight. It could be one of those. Like, my Hoya mirabilis turns pretty black. I don't know. It's so pretty. Oh my God, is that a variegated one? Holy crap. There is a variegated one. That's insane. What the heck? Okay, I need that one too. I bet you it is a pretty penny though. I did not know they even came variegated. The colors on that are insane though. Look at that yellow. Oh my goodness. Yes, we need Hoya sulawesiana in our lives and we need to make it bloom. Okay, so the next one is Alocasia Black Velvet Pink Variegated. Ugh, it's so pretty. I want one so bad. This is one that is a bit out of my price range, obviously, and it's kind of scary to buy corms of variegated plants if they're super expensive. I've had a couple corms that I've bought not variegated at all, so I don't know. I kind of just want to like hold out for a small little baby plant, maybe with like a couple leaves sprouted, just to see how variegated they are, but they're so pretty. I love pink plants, I love colorful plants, and I love the black velvet. I've grown the black velvet a couple times and I do really well with it. I don't have it in my collection currently. I actually have the Ninja, but that one's a bit different in my opinion. But yes, an Alocasia Black Velvet Pink would be so freaking cool. That is the plant to start off my Alocasia section of my wish list. I've got a lot of variegated Alocasias on here and some green ones because eventually I want to get the variegated form, but I want to grow the green first to see how well I do with it. But I have definitely grown the black velvet, so the pink one would be so lovely to get. And then next up is the Alocasia Black Stem Variegated. Oh my goodness, this one is so pretty and I almost had one. I came super, super close, but it didn't work out. But I would love to add this one to my collection. I love the black stem. I love black on plants as well. And I love that this one has like that solid block variegation. I think that's so pretty, but it also makes me nervous because what if it melts really easily? I don't know. And I don't know what the price range of this one is. I can't remember what I was going to pay for the one that I got. I think it was relatively affordable, but I can't remember. But yes, Alocasia Black Stem is another one that is super pretty that I would love to add to my collection this year. I don't see it in too many people's collections either, and I think it's just super unique and different and would be a fun one to watch grow. And it has that pink in it as well in the venation, which I think is so cool. So if you have this one, let me know how it's growing for you because I would really love to have some feedback on this one. I think it's super pretty. And then my next one is an Alocasia Maharani, just the green one. I have never grown this one, I don't think. I may have had it once, but I don't remember because I would love to get the variegated one day. We do have one at the shop that I work at, but it does revert back to white pretty easily. So this one makes me a bit nervous. So it would probably have to be a small plant that looked like it was pretty evenly variegated before I got it. But I would like to grow the green one and just see how I do with it. I think it might be a jewel Alocasia. I'm not too sure, but I kind of struggle with those a bit. I'm getting better, but it would definitely need some practice. So I would love to get my hands on an Alocasia Maharani. I know it's super common, but I haven't really come across them too much here. So they do pop up randomly, so maybe one of these days I'll just go ahead and bite the bullet and grab one. And same with Alocasia Mellow. I've had Alocasia Mellow once or twice and it was really hard for me to grow as well, but the variegated one of that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So yes, the Maharani and the Mellow, and the last one for the green version of an Alocasia that I would like to grow because I want the variegated version is the Dragon Scale. I've never grown a Dragon Scale, I don't think. I think I babysat one briefly, but yeah, another one that I think would be a little bit challenging for me to grow is the Dragon Scale. So to have a Mellow, a Maharani, and a Dragon Scale so that I could eventually get all of the variegated versions would be so sweet. And then we have Alocasia Venom. Ugh, it's so pretty. This one is so wild and wonky and weird and like silver. Oh my goodness. I would absolutely love to have this plant. It is just lovely. So if you guys have that one, how is it growing for you? Let me know all the details. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it like lots of light? I'm assuming it probably does. Most Alocasias do. But that is another one that I think is really cool. And that one is an acquired taste, but I really like it. So hopefully one day. And then another one is Alocasia Pink Nobilis. Oh my goodness, this one is really pretty too. It's got like the silver venation with like the blobs of pink all over it. The pink variegation is unreal. It kind of looks like it has a little bit of a minty variegation pattern as well. But yeah, I think the contrast of this plant is so pretty, especially if the whole leaf isn't variegated and you have like a peak of that nobilis green form. I think it's just so cool. So hopefully one day we can get some pink alocasias in the house. That'd be so much fun. And then we have Alocasia olanii. That one has like the purple midrib. It's what it appears like anyways in the photos. I think that this one is super cool. I don't really see this one for sale too many places. I know Fern has one and our friend Dakota also has one as well. But wow, oh my God, there's a variegated one too. It's the yellow variegation. It's just so cool and so interesting. That is one that I would definitely like to grow. It looks like the leaf might be super thin, but I'm not too sure. So if this is one that you have, let me know how it grows. It looks like it might be a bit more challenging. All right, guys, we are gonna move along with begonias, and yes, it's a new day. I got distracted yesterday, so I decided to start filming again today. But my first begonia on my begonia wish list for 2025 is Begonia Ginny Galaxy. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pop a picture up over here. Begonia Ginny Galaxy is just such a beautiful, colorful begonia, and it has pinks and yellows and creams and whites and greens, and it's just like my dream begonia. It is gorgeous. I recently saw the begonia, what was it, with Lacucci variegated as well, which is very similar to this one, and it is also stunning. So I think either of those, you know, would like really make me happy. So I don't know. I've always wanted the Begonia Ginny Galaxy though. That's one that I've always had on my wish list. It's just been so expensive, but I have seen it coming down a little bit in my area. So you never know. I might just pick one up soon. We shall see. All right, next up is Begonia Muna, and you guys, look at that. It is stunning. So we have like, it looks like it's like really light green, like almost like a sage green color in the speckles on the begonia. It just looks like a galaxy on the leaf, and the leaf shape is so pretty, and the actual leaf looks so dark. Oh my goodness, I am obsessed. I need this begonia in my life, so hopefully I can secure this one this year because I would really like to add this one to my collection. All right, next up we have Begonia ferox. This begonia is so cool looking. It has like the black spikes that come out of the leaf, and the leaves get huge. I went to my friend's house for coffee the other day, and she had a Begonia ferox, and the leaf was massive. I was like, dude, I did not know that they get that big. Just wild. I think that they are so incredibly beautiful. I don't know if these can be grown like in ambient or like what the humidity requirements are for it. I haven't really done any research on this plant, so if you know, drop it in the comments for me, because this one looks a little bit big to keep in a terrarium forever, you know? So I bet you it's fine in ambient. It probably just has to like transition. But one of these days I'm gonna own one of those bad boys. I think they're so pretty. And then we have Begonia. Now, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, so correct me if I'm wrong, or cover your ears. Nothobaramensis? I'm not too sure, but god dang, it is gorgeous. It's got a dark, kind of like a glossy, maybe not super dark, but like a glossy green leaf with a white or maybe silver border around the leaf. And it's like such a beautiful shape. It looks a lot like Begonia Darth Vaderiana. Begonia names are hard, okay? And maybe it is even like a hybrid with that as a parent. I'm not too sure. It's so beautiful. Anyways, I would love to add one of these to my collection. Now this one looks like it would absolutely need to live in a terrarium, so I probably would have to have a terrarium built for it, but it could definitely live in a cup for a while for sure. I want this begonia. I think it's absolutely incredible, and I would just love to add it to my collection. So if you guys have this begonia, how is it growing for you? Is it a B word or is it so-so? Because it looks like it would be a B word. And then we have what I just mentioned, Begonia Darth Vaderiana, and oh my, that's another one with a really pretty outline on the outside of the leaf. I think that that's a characteristic that I can truly appreciate in begonias, is when they have that bold outline. It's so beautiful. I don't even know. It just makes the whole plant pop, kind of like my Alocasia aslanii. That one also has like a white border around the edge of the leaf, and it's just so good. It's just something really interesting because you don't really see that too often in a plant. And the leaves are so dark, but this is one that I've heard is word. So I don't know if I'm gonna be getting it anytime soon, but I think it's beautiful. I would love to have it in my collection if I could like trade for it or something, you know? Because I don't think that that would ship well either, honestly. So it'd probably have to be someone local. But I don't know, maybe it does ship okay, or like if it's packed properly, you know? But anyways, Begonia Darth Vaderiana is so unique and so stunning, and I would absolutely adore to have one or at least see one in real life. Okay, and the next one is one that I've never heard of before. It's actually one that I found when I was just looking through the begonias on Instagram, and oh my goodness, you guys. Ta-da! Begonia SP Calamantan black white tip. Do you see that? It is so dark. Oh my goodness. It is like black. And it's got that beautiful like white silver tip. It just gets me so excited. Like to see this plant in real life would just be mind blowing. I don't even know what I would do. Literally need this begonia. So if anybody in Canada has even heard of it, I don't even know. It doesn't seem to be a very common begonia. Let me know if you've seen it in real life and if it actually looks like the picture, because oh my goodness, I need that so bad. So yeah, I don't know. There's just something about like that super dark black leaf that just like draws me in, and just to have like that pop of white at the tip just like makes it look like elegant. Like here I am, you know? It's just so pretty, and it would be such a good centerpiece, but that one looks like a B word too, so I don't know, but I would love to give that one a shot. So the next one I'm looking at, it looks like there's a variegated version and a non-variegated version, and they're both really pretty, but obviously the variegated version is really pretty. It's Begonia fulgurata, if that's how you say that. It is so interesting. It's got the white venation that like makes the leaf pop, and then it's got like layers of different colors in it, and the variegated version, oh my freaking god. Like that is just out of this world. It's got like the purples and the pinks. Oh my goodness, all the colors. And I love the leaf shape. It's got like the chubby top, and then it comes down into like a teardrop almost. And it's just kind of got like an odd shaped leaf. And then right where the sinus is, it kind of looks like a spider web with the veins coming out. The veins just look like a mosaic or like some sort of beautiful pattern. It almost looks like stained glass, the variegated one. It's so incredible. I don't even know. I need to learn how to photograph begonias better. I think you're supposed to photograph them with the flash on, but I've never done that before. But I should experiment, because to get those really pretty colors to pop out of a begonia in a photo, it's just incredible. So incredible. And I love taking pictures of my plants. And the last begonia that I have on my wish list is Begonia burkellii silver edge. I didn't even know that burkellii had a variety called silver edge, and like, wow. What the heck? Like begonias are so magical and beautiful, and it's just insane. I absolutely love begonias. I would love to add more into my collection this year. I would like to do some trades, but I would love to get this silver edged burkellii. That is wild. Like the Begonia burkellii dark form is pretty, but this is just wild. It looks like it's glowing. I think that it's been taken in like different lighting, maybe the photo, but like, wow. It's incredible. It's like the dark spots on the begonia are blue, and then the silver part is just like glowing. It's just incredible. I would absolutely love to try to grow that begonia one day as well. I like the shape of it. I like the colors on it. I love silver plants. It's so pretty. Okay, I missed a couple alocasias, so I'm gonna go through those quick. There's 3 of them. So the first one is Alocasia chantreurii variegated. Holy crap, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it is with pink variegation. I just think it's absolutely incredible, and it's something that a lot of collectors like to collect, is pink variegated plants. And this one, it's got like different shades of pink, and the leaf is so dark. It's just gorgeous. And I love how the venation on this one is super dark as well. It just looks incredible. Like I would love to try that one day. I'm not sure how easy it is or what, but I would definitely give it a shot. I think it's absolutely incredible. And then we have Alocasia watsoniana variegated, which is another one that has pink in it, and it looks like maybe some white, or maybe not. It's hard to tell, but that is also really beautiful. I would actually like to just try my hand at a couple different Alocasia watsoniana varieties this year before I get a variegated one, if they ever come down in price and I can afford it. But yeah, I would absolutely love to try some more Alocasia watsoniana varieties because I think that they're a little bit more challenging. They can be. So I kind of want to like get good at them before I try my hand at the variegated one. But the variegated one is just so good. I already love the leaf shape of Alocasia watsoniana. To have the beautiful splashes of color on it would just make my whole day. Like that is just gorgeous. Okay, and I'm sitting in the middle because I'm gonna pop a picture up over here of Alocasia longiloba pink and then over here of Alocasia longiloba purple. Oh my, these are two more that I would absolutely love to see in real life. It's just crazy when you see like a plant on Instagram and you're like, is that even real? Like, does it even look like that in real life? Is it lighting? Like, what is it? Some of these plants are just truly like a gift to the universe. They're so gorgeous. But I would like to get at least one of these in my collection this year if I can. We'll see. We'll see how the year goes, but they're just so pretty. And like I know a lot of other people have had the longiloba purple on their wish list as well this year, as I've seen watching different wish list videos. But yeah, no, it would be like a dream to get that plant. Like imagine if they all of a sudden just came out in the garden centers. I would die. I would perish. I would not be here anymore. They're so beautiful, and I would definitely like to add one of these to my collection because they're colorful, and I like colorful plants, especially pink and purple ones. Okay, and my next group of wishlist plants are the white monsters. So there is a Rhaphidophora white monster, which is just incredible. I would love to grow that. I think it's so beautiful. There is a Monstera white monster, the Kunzo white monster. I did have like a wet stick of it, but unfortunately it didn't make it, and it was so sad when it died, but it's okay. I'll grow that one again another day. I have a hard time starting Monsteras from wet sticks sometimes. Like it can be quite difficult, and that one was no exception. But there's also the Monstera, what is it called? Devil monster, I think. So freaking pretty, you guys. I know that's an acquired taste and it's not for everyone, but I would love to try to grow that one. But I'm guessing it's probably like thousands of dollars and stupid expensive. But so is the obliqua. Maybe it'll come down in price. Maybe it'll be more accessible in a couple of years because I will wait it out for that beautiful plant. And then we have the Scindapsus white monster. It's so good. All of the white monsters or the white variegated plants that are in that category, I think are just so impressive. And I would love to have a collection of those as well. So if you guys have those, how do they grow? Do they keep their variegation? Do they lose their variegation? What happens with the variegation as the plant grows is a question that I have had with the white monster varieties, but they're just so pretty. And I think I would love to just try my hand at growing them. They're just wonderful. Okay, we're gonna go into philodendrons. I think I have three. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I have 3 philodendrons on my list. I would not like to increase my philodendron collection so much this year. I'm leaning towards more like Anthuriums and Hoyas and Begonias, just for moss pole reasons, you know. Plus I already have enough philodendrons and I like most of the ones that I have. Well, I like all of the ones that I have, but I was thinking of going through them and seeing if I could maybe purge a couple of them. We'll see. But the first one on my list, and you guys are gonna be surprised because I said I did not ever want another variegated micans again because they like to revert, but it's just too good to not put on my wish list. And it is the pink variegated micans. So good. But I would not just get a cutting of this or even like a 2-leaf cutting. I would have to get a small plant that showed equal variegation, balanced variegation, I guess you could say, on the leaves so that I could be sure that it's actually not going to revert on me, because those variegated micans, I swear, even like variegated philodendron in general, variegated plants in general, they like to revert and it's so annoying. And they can be expensive, so you don't want them to revert or to go all white on you or all pink or whatever color it is. But yeah, the variegated micans, it looks like it has some like white in it and then some like lighter pink and then some like hot pink. It's just so pretty. I would absolutely get this plant if I could find the right one for the right price. All right, and the next one is one that's like a dream plant of mine. I don't think that I'll be able to obtain this one either. But you know, a girl can dream, and that is Philodendron verrucosum pink variegated, or the galaxy variegated, I'm not too sure. Velvety leaves with pink galaxy constellation variegation is what it says in the caption I'm reading. Oh my goodness. I love Philodendron varicosum already. So to have a variegated version of this, especially like the pink and white one, and it's got like the splashes of white and pink. Oh my goodness. Like it's got like solid variegation and splashy variegation. It's so good. So, so good. But this is one that I haven't heard much about either. Like, does it revert? Does it like light? Does it like humidity? Is it a bee to grow? I don't know. I don't know anything about this plant. So maybe one of these days I'll come across a grower who has grown it. I'm not too sure because I think it's probably still pretty rare in the plant world. I don't know when they came out or how they even came out, like if it was chemically induced variegation or what. Like the leaf that I'm looking at is hopefully the same one that I'll have up for you guys. It's a wonky shaped leaf. Maybe it's from the variegation, obviously, because when you have a variegated plant, the variegated parts grow at a slower rate than the green parts. So yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting how there's like so many new variegated plants. And I think a lot of them come from tissue culture because when you tissue culture a plant, it can mutate. So I don't know. I don't know how the world got this beautiful pink variegated varicosum, but I would love to have one day, even just to babysit, just to grow for a little bit. It would make all of my dreams come true. And the last one that I have for philodendrons, I've had on my list for a couple of years too. I very first saw it on Facebook. I'm not sure who the hybridizer is or what it's crossed with, but it's Philodendron Silver Angel, and oh my goodness, the leaf color, the emergent leaf color on this is just so pretty. It's like a coppery, no, it's like a baby pink color, like almost peach, and it's so pillowy and like puffy looking, and then it hardens off to a silver color. It is stunning. So I don't know how available these are either because I have never seen them for sale where I am. They're not accessible around here, but to have this plant in my collection one day would be so cool. It looks like it wouldn't be super hard, but that's just from looks. I have no idea. But yeah, I would love to try to grow this one as well. I think it's just absolutely perfection. It's so cool to see like really neat new plants come out when they come out, and you're just like, wow, like how was that even created? Plants are so beautiful and magical and just absolutely divine. Okay, we're gonna move on to Scindapsus. I have 3 on my list. The first one is Scindapsus leopard, and this one has like the cool like yellow spots on it, or like maybe green. It's hard to tell from the photos, but I think it's just really cool and something totally different. And to let that climb up a pole and see how big the leaves and the spots on the leaves would get would be just fascinating. Or if it keeps the spots, maybe it doesn't, that would suck, but I think it's just a really pretty Scindapsus. I do love Scindapsus, and I have a few, but I don't do anything with them. Like I need to put them on poles and take care of them better. I just let them grow. But I think that's something I'm going to do this year is put my Scindapsus all on poles because they're just so good to knot. And just to get those huge leaves, I think would just be, it feels so satisfying. It would be accomplishing in my planty goals. But yeah, so hopefully I can come across a Scindapsus leopard. I don't know how expensive they are or what. I don't really know much about them or how accessible they are, but it would definitely be a cool one to see in real life as well. I don't know if it would be underwhelming or not. It's hard to tell because pictures can just make a plant look so much better sometimes. But it's hard. It's hard to say because different lighting conditions and stuff too, right? Like you never really know until you grow it yourself. But I would like to even see this one in real life one day. Would be super cool. And then the next one is actually 2. I'm gonna put one here and one here. One is Scindapsus mayari and one is Scindapsus mariposa. They are both so beautiful. Like the variegated Scindapsus are just something else, and I don't care which one I could get. I would want one of those anyways. One of them would make my heart so happy. So, and they are coming down in price a bit, I've seen. So I do want to pick one up, but I think I should probably get my other Scindapsus on a pole before I do that, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I would like to add one of those to my collection as well because I just think they're so pretty and I would just like to try growing it. If I didn't like it, I could always just trade it or whatever, but it would be worth it to just give it a shot and see how I like them because they're just so beautiful. Okay, the next one is my other category. It's where I have plants that are just kind of random. So the first one is so freaking cool. I'm gonna move over. It is Homolomina arcturus. and it is a hybrid of the Papua crossed with the Borneo. So I think that this one really looks like an Anthurium, almost like the Spear of Destiny, which is so freaking cool. I am obsessed with this Homo lumina. Ever since I saw it on Facebook, I was like, I need that. I don't even have any in my collection, I don't think. I used to grow a couple of them, but no, I don't think I do anymore. But that one is super cool. I don't know if it would look like it does in the pictures, but your girl wants to try. It's so pretty. Have you guys ever even heard of this or seen it? It's so interesting. It's got the most beautiful colors and the most narrow shape, and it's so long. It's just so good. It makes me really excited. So hopefully I can come across this one day. I'm sure it won't be this year because I think this one is pretty rare just because I don't see it everywhere. I'm not too sure exactly. And maybe it's a new hybrid, who knows? But yeah, one day I would like to add that to my collection because it's just so pretty. And then the next one is one that I've had in my collection before, but it didn't grow very well for me, and I think I ended up selling it. I can't remember for sure, but it's Aglaonema pictum tricolor. I love the camouflage pattern on the leaves of this plant. I just think it's so stunning. So I would like to pick up another one of these. My friend was selling them a while back and I didn't pick one up, but I was trying to curate my collection, which I've done pretty well with actually. So now I can add some more plants in, like slowly throughout the year. I don't want to add a whole bunch in, but yeah, I would love to add a couple wish list plants in. And Aglaonema pictum tricolor is one that I really want to master, or like, you know, just have more experience with growing it and find what it likes. Because when I grew it last time, I wasn't as experienced as I am now. And I'm not saying that I would grow it perfectly because I have no idea how I would grow it, but I would like to try again because it is one that's just too pretty to not try again with. I think it's gorgeous. And then we have another silver plant, of course, and this one is the Dioscorea silver. It is so pretty. I have the Dioscorea discolor, the Dioscorea discolor. Sorry, that just totally, I don't know why my brain did not brain there. But anyways, the silver Dioscorea is just so pretty, and I think it would be stable. It kind of looks like it has some splashes on it as well, so I'm not too sure. It would be one that would be fun to see in real life. However, I don't want to add too many Dioscoreas to my collection because they freaking take over. Like the one in my bathroom, I have 2 Dioscorea discolors in my house. The one in my bathroom, I need to like trellis so bad. It's like literally wrapping its vines around my Alocasia Wentii pink splash, and it literally is like stem support. Like who needs stem support when you have a Dioscorea? Like for real. I have to untangle that so many times, but I really just need to put that on a trellis so bad. So that would be good to do. But yeah, the Dioscorea silver is just so pretty, and I would just love to try to grow it because it looks so unique and like it's uncommon. You don't see that one. You more hear of like the Dioscorea elephant types. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, I found another Dioscorea I need. Dioscorea sp Peru. What the heck? It's like the tiny, long, slender leaves, which I love. And it looks like it's got like dark green, almost black variegation or like spots on it. I think I like that one more than the silver one actually. Okay, I need to stop looking at Dioscorea because they're gonna take over my jungle if I get a whole bunch of them. Okay, and another one that I would really like to try to grow, and I've had on my wish list also for a while, my feet are falling asleep, sorry, is the Epipremnum mandula mutated. I don't have any regular mandula pothos in my collection right now, but I should add another one because I do like that one. But anyways, the mutated one is so cool. It's the long, slender leaves, and they're like heavily variegated, a lot of them. They look so pretty. If you got a really nice one, like it would be so beautiful. I would absolutely love to try that one. So if anyone in Canada has one and wants to trade me for something, let me know because I would trade that in a heartbeat. I would love to get this. And the last one that I have on my list is Rhaphidophora foraminifera. Foraminifera, I think that's how you say it. This is one that I don't want to add super soon to my collection. I've just always been in awe every time I've seen this one online because it's got like the fenestrations or like the holes in the plant super, super close to the midrib, like the middle vein, and it just comes all the way down and those leaves get giant. Like, Wow, to have that as a statement piece in the corner of your house somewhere, if it grows good, would just be something else. Like, I am obsessed with that plant. It is so pretty. I think that it would just be something fun to grow. I always like to have like a big leafed plant that's like a statement piece in my house. I'm trying to grow my Esmeralda's big right now because I think that one is super pretty. But I have the the Philodendron longulobotum upstairs, and it's just huge. Like, it's just wild. So yeah, I don't know. The Foraminifera I think would be super cool to grow. If you guys have that one, let me know your experience with it because I would love to hear. But that wraps up my 2025 wish list video. I still have many more plants, but I just never put them on the list because it got very long, very fast. I'm gonna show you guys before you go. I got a wish list plant this year, and my friend Katira gifted it to me, and I just can't even believe I own this plant. I'm gonna go grab it and show you guys. All right, I have it. I'll show you it in a sec. So I can't believe I own this plant. This has been one that I've really wanted to get a really nice one of for so long. I take care of some at the shop that I work at, and I'm always just like, oh, so obsessed with them. They're so pretty. My friend Katira watched my video and she brought me one over. Like, thank you so much, Katira. I know you're watching because you always watch. Monstera mint, you guys. Monstera freaking mint. Look how pretty it is. It is literally like the Monstera mint of my dreams. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to grow it. It has a little growth point coming. So yeah, the roots look amazing. I'm gonna have to get this on a pole like right away because this is one that I really want to grow big. So excited though. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I have a Monstera mint. I'm so grateful, so grateful. So thank you again, Katira. That was amazing. You guys should go follow her on Instagram. She's Monstera Mama 2024, I believe. I will put her Instagram up here for you guys to see, but she is just a queen and she has the most beautiful plants as well. Hey guys, Editing Tasha here. I have a huge update that I could not leave you guys without. So I was done editing most of my video last night, and then I met up with Nick and Corbin from NXC Plants, and you guys, they spoiled the heck out of me. Look at that. They gave me 2 Anthurium seedlings, and I want to show you them because one is one of my major wish list plants that I mentioned earlier on in the video that I didn't think I was going to obtain this year. I'm mind blown. So this here is my new Carla baby. You guys, I have a freaking Carla. I'm so excited. So this is Anthurium Carla Blackier RA5 by RA10 Arachne crossed with itself. Wow, that is absolutely insane. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. Thank you so much, Nick and Corbin. You guys are amazing. That was so kind of you. I'm going to baby her like my own child, I promise. And they also gifted me a BVEP crossed with a Carla Arachne. Look how pretty that is. That is absolutely wild. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to grow these babies out. So thank you guys again. I feel so grateful. But yeah, I get to go over to her house and look at all her plants, which I'm so excited to do. So we're gonna make a plan for that. I've been seeing a lot of my friends' plant collections lately and they're just so beautiful. I just love it so much. Yeah, so this is going to end the video. I wanted to show you guys, so whoever stayed till the very end, you get to see my pretty Monstera mint. I think I might actually use it as a thumbnail too, so you might not be the only ones to see it. All right, you guys, that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for stopping by my little planty channel. It's always a pleasure having you here. I hope that you liked the video. If you're looking for more plant content from me, you can head over to Instagram and TikTok. I am plantedinplatinum. And if you like this video, please consider hitting that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know which wish list plants are on your list for this year or any that you've already gotten. I would love to hear about it. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps my little planty channel grow so much. But that is all for me for today. So thank you guys again so much for being here, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!